I'm Chloe Melton.
And I'm Nadia Greenwood.
And this is Hoofbeat News. Hello, FMHS.
Riverwatch conducted an experiment last week, and Betsaida got to take a closer look.
The Riverwatch class has been preparing projects with the help of CU, and last week they got the opportunity to show off their projects to students.
So our project was about air quality, and we kind of used it for Riverwatch to see air quality and how it relates to actual river quality, because whatever is in the air is going to end up in river systems. Okay, so that could be VOCs, which is volatile organic compounds, CO2, certain nitrates, all kinds of different things that can be in our air that we're going to be breathing in, okay, and also can come down in precipitation. So we were testing for that, and the kids got to kind of pick their project on what they wanted to test and do comparisons on, like the gym, or we had a courthouse, or around like the sugar beet factory in Cargill was another one. So it was a pretty cool research project. They do a summer program that they started with, and they kind of bring their monitors out to do testing with the students, and they look at data of what they collected. And then this year, Rena Frasco really wanted CU to come down and do it with a class. It's called AQIQ, which is air quality inquiry, basically. So they sent 2 students down from the engineering program that know a lot about these monitors and the monitors and how they work. So they came down and did probably 4 or 5 classes with our Riverwatch program. And then they left their monitors here, and each kid would check out a monitor, go out, do the testing, and they would have Zoom meetings to help them with their projects. And they kind of helped us out quite a bit and taught us a lot about air quality. I think it went good. Some of the data that we collected at first, we didn't quite know graphs as well as we should have, but as the time went on, we started to figure out how to put quality data on graphs. We got really good posters out of it. The projects looked really, really good. All the teachers in the high school were very impressed by the students and their hard work. So it went really well, I think, and CU was pretty happy with our product that they helped us with.
Let's see what students had to say about it.
So our project was about testing the air quality of different spaces, and we decided to do the commons since we're always there.
And we also decided to test the feed barn because we work at Murdoch's.
My project was on the Morgan County courthouse and the clerk's office in the courthouse. I did it because there were already suspicions of like pollutants and stuff inside of it anyways, and a lot of temperature issues in the building.
It took roughly about 2 weeks from when we got the pod, we're able to test, collected the data, and put it onto the slides, and then finally presented it, so about 2 weeks.
2-3 weeks. Most of it was just sorting through the data. I only tested for 2 days.
In the end, we were very satisfied with our project because we put a lot of thought and effort into it, and it seemed like people also enjoyed learning about our topic. We also won the People's Best Choice, so we're very proud of it.
I was really proud of it. I worked really hard on it, and I was really glad I was able to present it to a bunch of people. That was really fun.
My favorite part of the project was seeing how different both areas were and how different the air quality was in both of them, and just seeing that difference in the VOCs was just very interesting to me.
Yeah, and other than that, I definitely enjoyed presenting it.
Probably presenting it and talking to the professor.
All the projects were full of hard work. Good job to the Riverwatch class.
Thanks, Betsaida. Science Club decided to mix things up by hosting a competition last week. Liam has...
Last week, Science Fair held a Catapult competition contest. Miss Cornsey talked about how they decided to do a Catapult contest and what went into setting it up.
We met with students, and also we're working with MCC to do this competition with their STEM program that they have. So we met with them. I had to check with Miss Rose and Mr. Anderson and Mr. Campbell to make sure we could do the competition, that they would allow us to throw things in the commons area and not get in trouble for it. So I had to get that approved, and then afterwards it was figuring out what materials we needed, how long it would take, other small logistics, and that kind of a thing. I believe a student mentioned it in one of our science club meetings. It's just something else we could do. And we thought that was a good idea, be fun, be creative, so we went with it.
After this contest was created, there were a few things that the teachers involved hoped the students would learn from competing in the contest.
I want them to hopefully have tried something new for fun, to experiment, to get more into the science and the engineering part that science club is, and maybe be interested in joining, and maybe we'll do other fun activities like this in the future. I would say it aligns with our physics class. So even though Mr. Moana is not here, he will be taking over science club next year. And I know he was really excited about this, and he would definitely probably be willing to do something that would align with it more as time goes, and probably for next year as he gets more involved.
Tennis has begun, and Maddie has insight on how it's going.
This is girls tennis, and here's some highlights, clips, and interviews from their game this week.
My name is Jocelyn Arona, and I am a sophomore, and I play tennis. My favorite part is mainly just practice, because there's a lot of running, and I like running, and I just learn a lot more from other girls because they're more advanced, and it's just so cool to see how they do it. Mainly exercise, like running, and then just in general, if I just want to play tennis out of school activities, I could just play with my friends or family. My favorite memory from this year is making a few friends from tennis. The hardest part of the season is just trying to get your head in the game. It's not all fun and it's not all giggles, mess around. You actually have to be serious for that. And it takes time for you to get better and better and better, and that's what's going on with me. I take my time with it, but there's times where I goof off and then I just get off track, but I get my head back in the game.
My name is Kenya Hansigasman. I'm a junior. My favorite part about playing tennis is just getting to hang out with all of my friends, and really in the spring it's such good weather, so just being outside. Some life lessons that I have learned from tennis that I can incorporate into real life would probably be honestly just having fun. I feel like tennis is such a sport that you go and you can have fun and you can do it at any time, and so just kind of going into something where you can try your best but also have fun at the same time. My favorite moment in tennis season is probably just super close sets, when you keep going back to deuce, and honestly my partner's Raylan, and just all of the energy that we bring together is probably my favorite. The hardest part of this season would probably be the weather, just because it makes everything so you don't know if you're going to play that day or not.
Okay.
Make sure you show your support for our girls tennis team at any of their next games.
Thanks, Maddie.
Prom was on the 15th, and Caden got a look at how it went.
David Alvarez and Betsaida Andres were announced as this year's prom king and queen, and this is how they feel about it.
My name's Betsaida Andres. Well, I didn't really pick, but it was voted by the students, and I was really surprised when I was part of prom court when they told me, and I was pretty happy at the same time because it was something, like I said, I didn't expect. So yeah, I was pretty happy about it when I found out. My plans in the future, well, next year I'll be attending the Community College of Denver, and I want to study dental hygiene. Yes, I was surprised when I won because there were so many good people in the court. So when I won, I was really thankful because, like I said, the students vote for me. So I was really thankful for that and their support. So yeah.
Now that we know how Betsaida feels about being prom queen, let's get a little bit of insight on how David might feel.
What made me want to be prom king was all my siblings who have gone to the high school just wanted to be nominated. So when I got asked to be nominated, it was a big honor, and my sister told me that she really hoped I was going to win. So I felt like I just had to for her. I think my hopes for the future are just to keep people entertained and make them happy, spread positivity, general stuff like that. Yeah, I forgot my name was also David, so I kind of just assumed it was going to be David Keller, and I was about to start clapping, and then I heard my last name, and that really caught me by surprise. Yeah.
If you see David or Betsaida in the hallways, make sure to congratulate them and just say hi.
Hope you guys had fun.
Ivan spoke to a junior here at FMHS, Jason Castillo.
What's your name and tell me about yourself?
My name is Jason Castillo, and I am a junior here at Fort Morgan High School.
What are your hobbies?
I like to collect Legos. I like listening to music a lot, and
What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of things, mostly everything except for like country music, I guess.
What do you want to be when you graduate?
When I graduate high school, I want to go to CU Boulder for computer engineering.
What would be the best advice you'd give to anyone going into high school?
I say don't really care too much about what other people think, because in the end, high school is only 4 years, and it's not really a big deal since you won't see like a lot of these people when you're done with high school.
How do you know Jason, and what do you like to do with them?
I've known Jason since I was 9 years old. I usually play video games with him. And he's a cool person, he's chill. That's basically it.
What's some facts about Jason people don't know?
He's a good person. He's not he's not disrespectful. And he's humble. He's he knows how to get along with people. That's basically it.
Alright. If you have one word to describe Jason, what would that word be?
Kind.
What's the experience that you've had with your vehicle and his vehicle?
I was trying to beat other people, and then I reversed, and I hit his car. And I didn't leave the scene because I know you're considered a felon at that point if you leave the scene, so I decided to just get out, and I went up to him. I said, "Are you okay?" I look at my car first. Nothing happened in my car. I just see a big dent on his car, and I'm like, that's not.
That's all the time we have for this episode.
If you have any story ideas, please contact us at Hoofbeat.
From all of us at Hoofbeat, have a great weekend.